Another word thing with a barcode. This is actually, well, it's not really a spoiler, I guess. It's kind of, it'll be relevant in the second game a little bit. This little thing right here, anyway. I'm not sure what that is. That might be relevant too, but yeah, the barcode with the stuff below it. When I play the second game, I'll bring that up again, probably. If I can remember it. I think we might have found everything in here. What the hell? Oh, nope, apparently not. Some over there too. I really don't know what that is though. Mayan temple or Aztec temple. Anyway, let's go check out our room.
Oh my god. It looks like... Is that blood? The hell were they keeping here before me? What happened to him? What does it mean, I wonder?
I wonder. This is where you're like, son of a... No. If you're actually playing through the game, you would... I was so mad. Anyway. I'm kind of debating about letting the credits roll. Yeah, why not? I'll let it roll, and if nothing exciting happens at the end, I'll just cut them out of the video. So, but if something does happen at the end, I can't really remember if there was a ending thing. Like a cutscene if you watch the entire credits. If that is there, I'll just cut the middle part of the credits out, and we can get to where we just see that scene. Because I'm not big on, reading the credits, and probably most people aren't either. That's not why you buy games. That's not what I buy games for. But yeah, really fun game to play. So if anybody hasn't played the first one, and they want to play the second one because it looks amazing, play the first one first. Because all that stuff at the end there is really relevant to the second game. Or at least for the most part. But even then, in the second game, you don't learn a whole lot about it. Which is kind of disappointing. But I'm expecting a third game anyway, so they'll probably, tell you more. Trying to think of stuff to say, just so I could actually let these credits roll and just talk during. Well, it only took me thus far under 30 minutes to beat it, so I'm kind of thinking if I upload these really fast, then I might be able to just, start recording on the next game, which, like I said, the winner's probably Crash Bandicoot. Unless 2 miracle votes happen for Dino Crisis. Which, I'm actually not that good at Crash Bandicoot anyway, so expect some frustrating deaths and whatnot, just because it's one of those games. I've played a little bit. I've played most of it though, and I've beaten it at some point in time. But it's been a long time. If I have beaten it, so long that I can't remember anyway. And Dino Crisis I've never beaten before, so that would have taken a while anyway. Probably not as long as this game though, because they are PS1 games and they're not multi-disc games or anything. Like Final Fantasy or something. Oh, that kind of reminds me. I was thinking, like, while reading the people that are responsible for making the city, so that was kind of interesting. Anyway, I was thinking, after I get done with Assassin's Creed 2, I really have not put much thought into any kind of follow-up series. Somebody suggested, well, Bloodsucker 92 suggested that I do The Force Unleashed, and that's a very good option because I've never actually beaten that game before. I've played through it one time when I rented it, or played through most of it when I rented it. It was pretty cool. I liked it, but I really like Star Wars anyway. Kind of helps. I just got stuck on one level and I hated it. And that brought it down a little bit. But I wouldn't mind going there and, just smacking that level around. While moving around my bed. And yes, I don't have any chairs in my room. I just use my bed to sit on and record from the TV. I always think of chairs as a waste of space. Waste of space in your bedroom anyway. Sorry. Reiterate that. Anyway. At some point in time I was hoping to do like a sort of series. Like just to, how everybody has like Silent Hill or Resident Evil series and stuff like that. I wasn't necessarily going to do Silent Hill or Resident Evil, but I mean those are definitely options. What I was thinking is, I was debating on whether or not to do some of my favorite series, which my favorite series would either be Devil May Cry or Metal Gear Solid. Those are my two favorite series that actually have storylines. But if you don't count those, or if you count any kind of just consecutive games, it'd be Final Fantasy for sure. But they all have different storylines, so you can't really count that game unless you're playing 10 and 10-2 or something. But yeah, if anybody has an idea on a series like that, or if a lot of people want to see a certain one, then I'll probably end up doing that eventually. Silent Hill's really popular, and then of course Resident Evil's really popular after 4 and 5. But not many people actually play the first ones, which is kind of disappointing. Because I really like the first ones. They're really cool. And honestly, the second one's what really got me into Resident Evil in the first place. But if you want to see games with better graphics or something, you might not pick Resident Evil, because I only own the original PS1 ones. I don't have the remakes for the GameCube or whatever, because I don't even have a GameCube actually. But so yeah, you'd be seeing old school stuff. Probably the same with Silent Hill also. It'd be all old school stuff, which is cool too. It's not terrible. That's why some people might pick that's why I was thinking Metal Gear Solid, just because it's still, reasonable graphics, because they're all on the PS2, and then the only one that's on the PS1 is the first one, which I would love to play. Oh wow, there actually is something. I'm glad I kept the credits on and talked. I don't think I've ever done that before. We are all books containing thousands of pages, and within each of them lies an irreplaceable truth. Or, that's not irreplaceable. What the hell am I talking about? Irreparable truth. Yeah, like I said, it's in Japanese. Like I said, you actually do learn a little bit more about the person that wrote this in the next game. Not a lot more, because I still don't know a whole lot about him, but I've tried to do my own, it's not analysis, whatever, personal analysis of it. I've entered the abyss and never returned. And I think there was something up here too.